We have a duty to tell our constituents the truth, even when they passionately disagree. We owe to them not only our industry, but also our judgment. We are trusted representatives, not unthinking delegates. So why do so many in this House continue to support Brexit when they know it will wreck jobs, the NHS and our standing in the world? This is the fundamental dishonesty of the heart of the Brexit debate. Most MPs must now recognise in private, but do not say it in public. Brexit is a con, a trick, a swindle, a fraud, a deception that will hurt most of those people it promised to help, a dangerous fantasy which will make every problem it claims to solve worse, a campaign won on false promises and lies. Vote Leave and Leave EU both broke the law. Russian interference is beyond reasonable doubt. And by now, every single campaign promise made in 2016 has become unstuck. Brexit will not enrich our NHS, it will impoverish it. Our trade deal with Donald Trump will see the US corporations privatise and dismantle the NHS one bed at a time. Mr. Speaker, we are suffering from a crisis of leadership in our hour of need. This country's greatest moments came when we showed courage, not when we appease. The courage of Wilberforce to emancipate the slaves against the anger of the British ruling class. The courage of Winston Churchill to declare war on Hitler against the appeasers in his cabinet and the country. The courage of Attlee and Bevin to nationalise the health service against doctors who protested that it was not right. Today we must be bold because the challenges we face are just as extreme. We must not be afraid to tell the truth to those who disagree. Friends on this side of the House, tell me to appease Labour voters in industrial towns, the former miners, the factory workers, those who feel they've been left behind. I say we must not patronise them with cowardice. Let's tell them the truth. You were sold a lie. Parts of the media used your fears to sell papers and boost viewing figures. Nigel Farage and Boris Johnson exploited the same prejudice to win votes. Shame on them. Immigrants have not taken your jobs. Our schools and colleges failed to give you the skills. Hospitals are not crumbling because of health tourists, not because of decades of austerity that ground them down to the bone. You cannot afford a house because both parties failed to build, not because of Mohammed down the road who moved in. And wealth was hoarded in London when it should have been shared across the country. Blame us. Blame Westminster. Do not blame Brussels for our own country's mistakes. And do not be angry at us for telling you the truth. Be angry at the chancellors who sold you a lie.